Welcome to Dice Nerds and Nagas, coming at you from somewhat beautiful Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Dice Nerds and Nagas, brought to you by that feeling when you miss the last step on a staircase. Like, you're like, oh, step. It's real awkward, and that is what funded this episode. That is our sponsor.
I have a lifetime banked in doing just that.
This is a very expensive show to run, and we need a lot of sponsors to make it happen. Donate to our Kickstarter to get me a full perm for your viewing pleasure. You can find that at...
Isn't that what you already have?
No, it can be tighter curls. Jerry curls.
Bob Ross it up.
Gotta oil those curls too and make it look real nasty and 80s like, 19. Anywho, so where we left off, our heroes were in the Astral Sea. Or Astral Plane, whatever you want to call it. If you're a little archaic, you can call it that. But they're floating along on Grandfather Turtle's back. They are due to receive the Heart of Dinesha amulet artifact from Grandfather Turtle shortly. A new wizard named Lemigo has appeared at the castle, and at the moment seems like he could be sort of their guide to finding the ancient dead god Balin's body, which is located in the Astral Plane. If you want to know more about that, don't start watching a show like 60 episodes in, start at the beginning, and then you'll have the context. But he's an ancient dead giant god, said to have been slayed by the All-Father, but perhaps there's a little more to the story that has not been figured out, has not been told. So where we left off, I think you were all still in your flying castle, grounded on Grandfather Turtle, and waiting around basically, right? So let's just say the night rolls by rather uneventfully, other than what you guys would like to do personally for the night. And, what was her name? Gemreid?
Gemreid?
Yeah, Gemreid, the queen of the Winter Court of the Feywild, has sent a messenger to Aki's room. She wants to meet with him before he goes to sleep for the night, basically.
I'm chilling in the hot tub.
I go over to meet with her.
Alright. So Gemreid has her own room or whatever set, and she's very happy to see you. She says, come, sit.
Sit.
Fine. Now, Aki, you saved my life, and I owe you immensely. I don't know why you did, but you did, and any time that I have from now until whatever end that this cycle brings, I owe it to you. I'd like to grant you my favor, and just thank you for all you've done for me.
Favor taken. Make yourself comfortable. We've got a mission that's to finish.
And I'd like to help with that, and it's just a small way, but maybe it will help. Here, give me your hands. Alright. She grabs hold of them and focuses. And you feel a chill run through your whole body, and then replaced by a sort of inner warmth. She says, now, it's not much, but from now on, the cold should not bother you, and I just wish there was more I could do for you right now, but perhaps in time.
Very interesting. I am grateful for this.
So you are not resistant to all cold damage.
Okay, resistant to cold.
I'm resistant to like everything now.
A lot of stuff, yes.
Oh my god, my last beer didn't last 20 seconds into the episode.
I give her an acknowledging nod and I thank her.
And she looks at you with great admiration and gives you leave to continue on, I guess. Go get some sleep, I suppose, then, Aki. Were I still a queen of my own kingdom, I'd knight you right here on the spot.
Man, this bitch slept with a demon. Now she's no. Turn around and I head back to my room.
Alright. Does anyone else want to do anything for this night before the next
Trixie
day?
is going to go find Threnody.
Threnody, yes, meeting with her patron. Is it weird that I'm imagining Threnody kind of like that pink cat mascot for Pink Pussy?
That-
Eon?
That is how
Like a
that
fancy
is,
version
That
of
is
that.
how she actually got Trixie into her domain in the first place. She was there in the Underdark and she saw a doll that looked exactly like that. She's like, what the fuck is this thing? And then she was pulled into the realm.
So she's definitely marketable looking.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, there are a few small separate dining rooms scattered around the kitchens of the castle, and Threnody meets you at one of them. You find her waiting for you before you enter.
Okay. Very good.
Yes, what can I do for you, Trixie? You're looking just so splendid right now. I'm impressed.
Thank you. A little bit of rest can do that for you. I wanted to talk to you about the everything that happened down there in Grandfather Turtle, in his stomach, and the things that we faced.
You've showered, right, since then?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then, yes, go ahead, take a seat near me.
The things that we faced down there, these Nagas, and they're I've never come across anything as insidious as that, and I mean, you know how Drow are. For the first time in my life, I think I have actually felt fear.
Really, just now? Well,
Just now.
hold on to that fear and make it your own then.
I will, but it got me thinking, again for the first time, that you chose me. I don't believe that I can actually do what you asked of me.
Oh? And why not?
I think I might have developed a conscience.
You're a city councilwoman of Waterdeep.
I know it's not going to serve me very well, but everything that's happening right now, the Void Naga, I hadn't seen it before it came out and almost took out Grandfather Turtle, and the things these people do, I don't think we can take these artifacts away from them. I think they need them more.
The heart of Dinesha is close. You're backing out now?
I think I have to.
Foolish. Do you know how good it would have looked sitting right here? It would draw your attention right down to my chest.
Well, I mean, it's hard not to. It is amazing.
Trixie. You're just having little issues, and I'm sorry I didn't help you at that battle, but there was just too much going on over here. Now, what you need to do is just get that necklace from whoever's bringing it down here, or get it from them once they have it, and just bring it to me. It's not so hard. It's just as simple as taking something and bringing it to your good friend, me.
I don't think I can.
If you won't do what I ask you, Trixie, then what purpose is there having you under my employ?
I don't know. Maybe it's time I find a new path.
Psh, a new path. As if we could do anything different than is our nature, Trixie. Now, are you going to get me the pretty necklace like I asked? Or am I going to have to punish you?
This particular part of the episode is definitely going to be above PG-13. Turn away now.
Trixie's eyes light up.
If it's gotta be punishment, then I suppose it has to be punishment. I'm sorry.
I will take Otaku right back from you. You understand that, right?
I know.
I helped make you a councilwoman of Waterdeep, the grandest city in Faerun. And this is how you thank me? By not doing everything I ask you to all the time?
Don't we think that maybe trying to keep the plains existing is worth more than that?
More than my beauty?
I know, it's weird me having a conscience, but
Now how is a little tiny necklace going to help those... What's the word I'm looking for?
mortal?
Morons, that's it. How is that going to help those foolish mortal idiots stop this cycle? I say it's better to look glamorous as it all ends than scrabble around all dirty looking for meaning before the sword strikes. Or I guess in this case, the giant snake. So, be a dear and just go get me that necklace.
So Trixie will take out her Rod of the Oathkeeper and her Book of Shadows and hand them to Threnody. And she is quite visibly crying because Threnody is probably the first and only friend she ever really had.
Trixie, you'll come crawling back to me, I'm sure. But I cannot stand to see such a friend of mine being so insolent. Where should I leave you? The Underdark with your murderous family, or in Waterdeep with the murderous council members?
Waterdeep might be better.
Fine then. Be gone then from me. And Trixie finds herself in the central courtyard of Waterdeep. The city is up to the knees in snow, basically, and there just are not so many people walking around. You know, it's the seasons have fully changed, and the winter has arrived stronger and harder than ever before. You find that your source of divine power fails you.
Guess I'll have to carry on taking lessons from Brunhilde.
That's Bard. That's why she has some Bard stuff.
I'll have to bard it up in the future. But
I'm gonna miss that hot little halfling.
we'll always have the Astral plane. And that giant turtle.
Giant turtle.
So that's exit right stage Trixie. So back in the castle. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to do before the next day? Lemmigo, are you gonna hang out with the central group in the?
I think
I'm in the hot tub.
Jessup wanted to see about speaking to Oberon.
Okay. Let's see. Jessup is able to find Oberon, I guess, out in the gardens or whatever,
Okay.
with a few of the other members of the summer court.
Okay.
What?
Toad hunting as well. What about that? There was something I don't remember.
I was about to say, as I step out of the room, don't I get attacked by traps?
No.
Well,
And if you go upstairs.
the smoking lounge is actually where you got the...
Nobody's given me a token.
Well, I mean, they probably
He'll
would
probably
have.
take his head off, not his knees either.
Well, let's just say they gave you one anyway, I guess. You have
Okay.
some
In
permissions
exchange
to
for
the
a
castle.
lock of hair?
Oh, do you agree to that? No, so... No lock of hair. But if he wants to get around the castle, I suppose he'll need a token.
Hey,
You guys decide to give him a token?
Yes.
Alright, there you go. All it takes is one.
Okay.
no,
So,
that's okay. I'm trusting Feather to get a lock of hair for me later.
I just grab a bottle of wine and a pipe and go exploring and pass out on the beach, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, exploring, you peek in the library. Fuck that, boring. Kitchens, bedrooms, things like that, until you finally come across this large open sort of pathway in the center of the castle, the greenhouse area. And yeah, you are able to find the little inner little beach thing or whatever, wave pool beach area, and are able to do some drinking there. I suppose you could maybe hear Oberon and the other elven people cavorting in the woods or whatever it is that people in the Feywild do all day.
Well, if they're cavorting, I'm gonna go cavort with them.
Aye, so give me a charisma check. Persuasion or
Ooh.
19.
That's a 28 on persuasion.
28.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're like, you've got wine, you're get in on this cavorting, little dude. Let's get freaky with it. So I suppose as you approach, you can see there's Oberon, there's a few elves, there's a couple elves making a tiny man sandwich out of Lemigo
Alright.
as you arrive. And Oberon's playing a bitchin' ballad on the pan flute, taking swigs in between.
So Jess will speak to him in Sylvan. Well met, Oberon. You seem to be enjoying yourself.
Yes, we are going to live on this turtle for all eternity. It should be peaceful. Here, take a drink.
Thank you very much.
No more cycle, no more problems. We can just do our thing that we want any day we want.
Well, it doesn't sound like such a bad life, to be honest. I was actually wondering, you back in the Feywild, you were kind of like the lord of the beasts and the lord of the hunt, yes?
In a sense, of course, yes, yes.
I was wondering if there's any possible way you'd be able to help me out. The gifts that my people have being able to turn into our other forms, I would like to be able to do that for longer. Do you know of any way I can do that?
Well, you're a... Okay, I can't remember the wolf kind.
Kind, yeah.
You're a wolf kind, so your powers come from Selûne, the moon goddess, correct?
Yes, or they did.
Yeah, I remember. She kicked the bucket not too long ago, but...
Yeah.
Take another drink.
Thank you.
Take another drink.
Alright, I mean, you want me to down it? I'm more than happy.
Finish it off, I suppose. There's more on the way.
Jessup finishes the bottle of whatever it is.
Now, what you're wanting is to transform for longer, correct?
Yeah, you know, if it's when we were back in the Feywild, there was a time I thought it would be quite useful, and just couldn't maintain it for that long. Apparently, it happens to men sometimes, but
Oh, not to me.
well, I mean,
That's
you
why
know,
the queen keeps me around.
I can tell, you know, nice package. I'm not gonna lie.
God. Anyway, so Oberon thinks it over for a moment. And he decides I could certainly use a follower, I suppose. Someone to do things in my name while I'm floating around on this turtle in the material plane. Grant me some power, some belief, and in exchange, I could help you out a little bit with your bestial problems. What do you say? Worship me?
I mean, it's part of my nature, I guess, anyway. I don't mind worshiping you.
Then that's what we'll do then.
Alright.
You serve me, you worship Oberon and the hunt, and I'll make sure that once you transform into your true nature, you'll be able to maintain it for longer.
I do the whole man clasp thing.
Now, oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I'm also doing
Now go hunt yourself down a hole to get into over here. I feel a new song coming on.
I'm also
Alright.
clasp.
Sounds very good.
And that's a sentence that I said out loud. This is Ben Haney, first grade teacher. So, anyone else?
So, how long am I able to maintain my werewolf shift in?
What was the previous time?
1 minute.
4 hours now.
Jesus Christ.
If it lasts longer than 4 hours, then please consult Oberon.
Alright, nice. 4 hours. Awesome. Thank you.
Does he turn blue?
Overall.
Anyone else got any plans for this evening?
Toad hunting. You want to go toad hunting?
Oh, I do. I was fixing in the hot tub, but if the second you say that, I'm gonna be like, yep.
Okay, so these
Fun
toads,
Clean the infestation. It turns into random beasts when hit.
yeah, give me a perception check, I guess.
Can I join in that toad hunting
So
if you're going to be out there close to the gardens? Is the beach close to the gardens?
Yeah.
Alright, well if I see them poking around, I'm going to join in on that.
Roll some dice.
Very low.
So I also rolled low, but my passive perception is high.
Mine too.
What are we looking for?
Just we'll walk up and like, what are you looking for?
Big toads.
What big
Yeah.
toads?
The little fuckers. That's
I don't know if they're on the
Made
page, but if they're anywhere near the
You came
cavorting,
down. You came down when we were fighting those
I
monsters.
would specifically be nowhere
Yeah.
near them.
Oh, those things.
Those
I
little
mean,
big toads and they all fucked off.
I can help you look if you like.
So my roll perception was 8.
Mine's 5. Passive is 21.
My passive is 15.
18.
My passive is 21.
18 for Jason.
Yeah,
If
well,
that
my
happens-
insight is higher than my
if they happen to be anywhere near the cavorting, I got a 23.
I'm miles away from
Okay.
I'm not
That's
going anywhere near the
disgusting.
cavorting,
I'm
yeah.
miles away from it. I need to keep my brain.
Be aware that Jessup is quite drunk right now,
Okay.
but he still wants to help.
Hi, so Jessup and Lemmy go drunkenly step away from the... Is it really an orgy? I don't know how many people it
It's a
takes.
bacchanal.
A bacchanal, okay. So they exit the bacchanal to find Feather and Martum poking a small pink frog with a stick that they found under one of the
Only
bushes.
one?
It transforms in a puff of white smoke into a great, tall, reptilian creature with a long snout, tiny little arms, razor-sharp teeth.
Nice.
T-Rex.
Its roar shakes the glass in the greenhouse and catches the attention of all of the elven revelers. This can be heard by everybody, whether quietly or not. In the libraries, it'd be a small...
So Martin's affect has been really like flat this whole time, but the second this happens, you're gonna see
Oh, big doggy.
I'm in the
So-
library writing new tomes and guides to demons and devils.
Nice.
So, writing your new updated list of demons and devils that you've personally worked with, gotten to know, eaten lunch with, all that.
cultures and war.
2 to 20.
Alright, so yeah, you guys go to roll initiative. I'll be right back in like 2 minutes at the most.
Stop my
Yeah,
initiative
fun.
just to see which one I'm going to choose. Choose the red.
I'm writing Aki's D&D guide.
23.
I can
Guide to monsters.
13. I get no buffs on it.
It's 1!
I rolled a wall to see which one gave me the highest. I took the highest one and I rolled a 1.
That's amazing.
4.
Perdita will come out from the glade where the nymphs would have been.
Dryads, yeah?
The dryads,
Yeah.
yes.
The
I'll come
Although
out from
blossom and
there.
Fran.
Yes. And say, ladies,
Do you
we'll
look
see you later.
disheveled?
I never look disheveled.
You just hear
I never look disheveled. And I'll walk over and I'll be like, that looks fun to kill.
What?
Don't look at it.
No, I'm reading Wikipedia.
Like you said, don't look at it.
And I rolled a strong 1.
Okay, so initiative. This Tyrannosaurus Rex now looms over the garden beach area. You rolled a 4,
I rolled a 1.
23.
23,
13 for me.
13.
Did you roll?
Nice. So
8.
let's see. Just,
No,
23. Mardum was 15?
13.
13. 15. And yours was 8?
7.
7. Alright. 7.
20.
You got a 4. Feather got a 4. And then you're also in the area.
I'll
Wait,
come
transfers-
over, yeah.
And that is, what was it, 24?
Just 20.
20.
I need to remember how weapons work.
And so there we go. So it'll go Jessup, Perdita, then a T-Rex are the first 3. So
Alright.
Jessup, you have, let's just say, a -1 to your rolls due to drunkenness and not completely finishing the job in the orgy.
Okay, alright.
Leaving a job half finished.
Frustration.
So Jess was gonna let out a nice howl and transform into my full werewolf form, and I'm gonna run at that thing with my short swords.
It sounded like.
Tim Allen.
Alright, and it hasn't acted yet, so
No.
advantage on the attack rolls with -1, so good thing I have advantage of it. Okay, so that would be 17 plus
hits.
8, 25. Alright, so on the first attack hits, and let's see, the second attack hits. Second attack hits. So,
Fighting a T-Rex in the castle for shits and giggles.
6 plus 8 is 6 plus 8 is 14.
14.
And 3 points of fire damage. 17. 17, so I run up and I am slashing and the one is burning it in the face, and I'm just too happy right now.
Okay, so you're full werewolf. He goes full werewolf, howls into the endless expanse of the astral sea, and attack.
Oh yeah.
Tap, 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 tap.
Right up in its face.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Nice, so Perdita, this thing, he's taken
Troll.
the attention away from the creature, leaving an opening for you.
Cool. So, I wander over with my dagger. Oh shit.
All
on paper.
all nonchalant like.
Roll on paper. Roll on paper. Every time we roll on paper, we roll 0.
Last week, every time I rolled on this desk, on this table, it was horrible. So that's 23
That'll hit.
and I'm
Repeat
conscious
it?
because he's
Oh
there.
shit! I should have
You don't
added
advantage,
D8
but you
because
get
it's
sneak
Colossus
attack.
Slayer on the second
You don't
attack.
actually get advantage.
So an extra 7.
You have advantage in the aspect that it gives you a sneak attack. Unless you've got something else.
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you don't actually have advantage.
Okay, fine. I'll just roll once then.
You still would have hit because your lowest was a 10.
Yeah. So it's 22 to hit. So it's fine. First hit. And the second hit is...
Yep.
Yeah, 27. So that hits... $23 for the first hit?
Damage?
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, plus bonuses.
Oh, sorry, and what's the bonuses?
5. So
No,
31.
no.
6. 32.
32 for the first hit.
32 for the first hit.
Okay.
And then, is it...
God, this thing's gonna die like in one round.
Is it...
Nice.
Can it be poisoned?
It's a dinosaur, does he? Why not?
Yeah, it doesn't have any immunities or anything.
Okay.
Plus 15?
No, that's a 1.
Oh, sorry,
6.
plus 6, my bad.
Always makes me happy when I see them
Yeah.
as well.
Plus 6, and then the second hit was just...
4. Another 4.
Okay.
That's it.
Then it goes to the T-Rex. It's going to make a bite at Perdita, because she just did like 50 fucking damage to it or something.
Yeah.
Who's it?
Yeah.
So, bite attack at Perdita. That is... Let's see, that is a critical bite.
Sweet.
I'm just imagining everyone else in the castle, if they're drinking anything, the water just wobbles.
This is certainly like loud. Everyone's aware that there's some sort of horrible battle taking place now. Let's see. Okay. Wow, okay. Showing. It's 4d12 damage normally, so this will be doubled. So 24 plus 24 is 48, plus 10 is 58, plus 8 is 58 plus 8 is 66.
So I use
Plus 7.
Oh shit.
66 plus 7.
uncanny dodge to half the damage.
Nice.
Alright, so what's 66 plus 7?
73.
73 halved
36.
36, I guess. Okay.
Sure.
So one bite doing 36 damage from the T-Rex. So this guy's as dangerous if he crits, apparently. And then he's going to try and sideswipe the werewolf with his tail. Let's see, what is your armor class again?
17.
17, so he does hit with the tail, does not do crit damage, but...
What kind of damage is it?
He does... Oh, what kind of damage? It is bludgeoning.
Alright, Jessup's just laughing because it does nothing to it.
You don't take bludgeoning damage?
I don't take any damage unless it's magical damage.
Because he's a werewolf.
Oh yeah, he's a
Or if it's silver.
werewolf. What's a silver-colored T-Rex?
It has silver teeth.
Creatures of a certain hit dice can, when they attack, doesn't it count as a...
No, it's just I'm immune when I'm in that form. Unless it's silver or magical, I'm immune.
And now it's 4 hours.
I don't know about 5th edition. In the other editions changed. Hit dice you can affect magical creatures.
Oh, okay, so, next. Mardum. Wait, Mardum, you're here, right?
I am.
Yeah, you're hunting toads.
I certainly am.
Toad hunting.
Toad hunting.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know how it's going to come out. This last time I have down there and didn't hear the music at all. Up there, hopefully it's better.
Okay. First, guiding. Am I within like 30 feet?
Yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Why
Guiding
not?
bolt first.
Guiding bolt? Alright, does he roll anything or
No,
does it just
I roll
damage?
an attack. Which is 23 to hit.
23 hits, this thing has 13 armor class, so I think unless you roll a 1, you hit.
Can I borrow
Nice.
5 more d6, please?
No. Yes, I guess. Turns out I was wrong.
You were wrong, Ben. You were wrong.
I don't think I'm gonna get
It's just like being at home with
Okay.
Zoe.
I'm lost.
13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24 points of damage.
24 dang old points of damage.
Yep.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use my I'm going to use my movement to go 30 feet, and then I'm going to attack with the Warhammer.
Alright. Are you gonna do the fireball?
No. No.
I guess I should clarify. It's a melee attack plus fireball combo thing.
Fireball's an area of effect that affects everyone within a 20-foot range.
From the point coming out from your hammer.
So if I attacked, it would be that plus 20 feet, or plus
Like a
40
20-foot
feet.
circle directly in front of you, I
That would
guess.
burn me.
No, it
You
wouldn't.
could
'cause-
throw it further.
You're on the edge of the radius.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's like...
So that's 40 feet from you.
Like,
40 foot radius.
So it's
Big
it's
circle.
it's like a
Emanating
Dragon Ball
from
Z
you.
punch, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
So it'd be
Yes.
kinda
I mean...
like this, where here's
You
you,
wanna
and
kill
then
her?
there's the circle.
Where are you?
The
in
fire.
relation to
Right,
him?
they're both right in front of
But
Right at it.
if they're in front of him...
Yeah, I guess it would hit
the
them.
fireball would be in front of them. Because I mean, this is a melee attack for me.
20 foot radius. Everything within 20 foot radius
But
gets
not
blown
me.
up.
Now, if we
Yeah,
want,
not
maybe
you.
we could change it up to where it's not a fireball, but a fire cone. Like going out, it just does fireball, level 3 fireball damage.
Burning hands, that would be.
I already have burning. You don't know that, but
Yeah,
I
with
do.
fireball damage.
But with a fireball, essentially, but going out in a cone from your weapon instead
That
of...
make more sense.
Okay.
Alright, let's do that then.
Because I'm not going to do any
Just want
range.
to hit them.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, because I'm standing next to them. So it'll attack the T-Rex.
Ah,
or
it's a
anything.
cone.
It's
You moved
all
up.
good.
Okay, I thought you were 30 feet away.
So yeah, we'll say it's a cone shape
I
effect.
didn't know you'd moved up.
So that's your
Burning fire hands.
Kunla battle axe
Yeah.
thingy.
Okay, so do I still also do 1d6 fire damage, or does that replace that?
I'd say it still does it.
Okay.
It's like you hit them, and then after you're done hitting them, shoots out.
Okay. Let me roll with that first.
Be okay.
Well, it's only a 14 to hit.
Book of Blessings of
I
Knowledge.
said it's 13.
14.
14 hits.
Okay. No, I'm sorry.
I sit down. I sit down.
Say, okay, it looks like these guys have this.
14 points of bludgeoning damage. Plus 6 of fire, plus... At 3rd level, how many d6 do you use for a fireball?
I'm
It's
looking
like
it up
10,
right
about
now.
10d6.
Well, it is a set of
Fireball does 8d6 fire damage.
D6. I'm glad I didn't give all the d6 back. You know,
So yeah, let me know the full number when you got it all worked out. I'll be tuning out over here for a second.
14 bludgeoning, and then I did 6 fire.
This is once per day, right?
Yeah, once per day.
I was gonna say, this is pretty breaking.
Every single attack, actually. She can just fireball, 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 fireball.
Well, that's solid. We've won this.
There we go.
I'd like to challenge the Allfather to a single duel right now. Feeling pretty confident.
And foot squash.
Tied on his back.
That's 57 points of damage.
Tied.
Alright, so let me go. What you have just witnessed might appear a little strange, but is quite normal for these guys, I guess. A Tyrannosaurus Rex appeared in the garden, and within the span of
6
18
seconds.
seconds.
18 seconds.
4 seconds now.
20, in
No,
the
it's
span of about
6
20
seconds
seconds,
per round.
this T-Rex was slain, completely and utterly.
I just reach over and I'm like, dead.
Nice. Jason just
I like the...
carve off some of that and just. Oh wait, it disappears once it stays.
Yeah, it's now and laying on the ground where the T-Rex was is
I sigh.
a gutted small pink toad.
I sigh and I start rummaging.
They're
through
like
the
5
brush.
more, it's fine.
So we're
I
getting
collect the little pink toad.
yeah.
Those
So-
those pretty fun.
Second time.
Jeez.
That didn't happen.
That is falling on your head.
It's on camera. It definitely happened.
So
Okay, after all that, I'm just gonna like roll my neck and be like, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back to the hot tub.
a little bit of time passes. Quintus and Sarah arrive. Quintus holding in a small wooden box. Oh no, this is incorrect actually.
Yeah, the next morning.
Basically what happens is Quintus of Quintus and Sarah arrives and lets you know that the heart of Denisha is ready for you. It is being held at Samothan's tower.
Ooh.
Mexican girl's birthday or
quinceanera.
Okay.
That's what you're thinking of. When she is 13 or 15?
You don't know what Kingston yet?
I don't know what age.
16.
16?
No, wait, is it 15 or 16?
No idea.
Either way, it's when a young Mexican girl blossoms into a young woman, and we celebrate it with a party
I'm an idiot.
called a quinticera.
It's 15 because
Obviously,
kings.
because
Yeah. Now,
It's like, what day is Cinco de Mayo?
Moving on swiftly.
basically, they're just like, oh, bar mitzvahs are fun, let's steal that. No, so, lets you know that the heart of Dinesha is waiting for you at the Wizard's Tower, the Wizard Samothan's Tower, on the other side of his shell.
There's a wizard's tower, you know, I haven't been outside yet.
yeah,
Yes, there is.
we haven't been to the tower, but we know
the
that
old
it
guy.
exists.
He's been there for
But
years.
Yeah, he's been there the longest we've been
Didn't I
there.
go? Somebody floated there.
Trixie had Otaku Scout it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surely this is the next morning after we've all gone to sleep, right? Because we were hunting toads before we were sleeping? Yeah.
Well, I figured it had been
Well-
at night, and then this is already the next day.
Yeah, we already slept.
So you already got a full night's sleep, and then the next day you hunted for frogs, and
Ah,
he talked to Oberon.
Okay.
okay, I was confused.
Yeah, not a
Jessup
problem.
has not changed back.
Yeah,
He's
breakfast
very
for
much.
Okay, let's go.
Right, so crossing through, you can see where the shell of Grandfather Turtle had been damaged, and you can see thousands of those little scrubbing, cleaning creatures drinking up all the blood and kind of helping the wound close more quickly.
Those are adorable.
And
That's drinking crap.
You notice Buddy there too, and he's licking too.
oh, this is some good stuff actually.
So we can see him unless.
Yeah, if he's doing something like licking people's shells, yeah.
Buddy's fingers begin to web a little bit. His nose becomes a little bit more beak-like.
Oh, he likes it.
And he's like, oh, maybe I'll stop this. I don't want to turn into a turtle.
You don't have a turtle.
This is the turtle dimension.
Okay.
But-
Mutant demon turtle.
But you all make your way over, and you find, the small coral tower of the wizard. And sitting on a small stone bench by his front gate, you see an older elven man. Kind of waves as you approach. So, you lot are the heroes that are to receive the heart of Dinesha. I have to say, not what I imagined, honestly. I was thinking, be more elves among you.
More elves than
She's an
hobos.
elf.
More, though, I thought. I'm just surprised the world has changed so much in my absence.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Samothan?
From the story?
That's like Samuel and Jonathan
They-
stuck together.
Written quite a bit about me. I was a king long ago.
Did you just take two names and stick them together?
Yes. No, yes, I once used the heart of Dinesha in my own endeavors, but I hope that you all will find much more complete success than my own.
What does it do?
It grants you protection, basically. It means that even if he's not around, Grandfather Turtle still watches over you and will do what he can to protect you from any sort of dangers. I used it when fighting the gods themselves, and from what I understand, that's your intention as well.
Yes.
It's a special thing, carried through one cycle to the next, to the next, to the next.
Did you fight gods?
I did. My wife, Sio of the Merfolk, was stolen from me.
Oh shit.
I raised many armies to save her, and in the end I had to take the help of Kun La to get her back.
Yeah, we read your story. That didn't turn out so well.
The story survived the cycle?
It did indeed.
Wow. That's lasted a lot longer than I thought, but over the years, I've stayed here with Grandfather Turtle. He's good enough companionship, I suppose, and I meditate on my failures and what I perhaps could have done differently.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Of course.
From your time, from what we understood, Kunla changed a lot. Are you aware of any weaknesses of his? This place where he was held before, would that have survived the cycle? Could we trap him there again?
He's a vegan, so that gives him power.
Doing some Scott Pilgrim over here?
Yeah.
No, you once were vegan, now you shall be gone. No, so as you know, certain places did survive the cycle. I visited the tomb of Horatius Rex myself, and it was the same as I remembered back in the time of the Saurians. And Sprite's Fall, there was a waterfall that remained as well.
Yes, we went there.
So, a place that held Kunla, I mean, you know, even if it was a place that he hated, I get the feeling that he's the sentimental type that doesn't want any record of himself erased entirely.
There's something trapped in there.
It took a pact from the gods themselves to hold him down. He was the original traitor, the original murderer, and liar. He brought lies into our world and used them to try and usurp power that was not his. I, in my foolishness, in my desire to have my wife by my side once more, I released him from his bonds. And, as I understand, he survives to this day now.
Yeah, we kind of accidentally released him as well.
You. And you. You have his stink about him, so to speak. You've met Kunla in person?
I mean, yes, we were all there. Oh, we were there. You were there.
Did we cannot?
You, me, and Zimbri.
Yeah, did we actually meet him? Was he there?
His
spoke
spirit
to
was,
his-
his godliness was.
I can still sense him on you two. Now, how did Kunla survive this cycle?
We held it, I used to carry the daggers of Kunla, which held his essence, so his mark may be upon me.
Put himself into a pair of weapons, then. Yes, he was the father of lies, and then took the power of the god of murder and made that his own. The Saurians, murderous, vile creatures that they were, took to him quite strongly and made him powerful enough to survive that one cycle. He's doing it again, I suppose.
That seems like.
Well,
Which is also our fault.
Yeah.
We gave the daggers to an aboleth.
an aboleth, really?
Um,
It was an aboleth served him.
terribly sorry to interrupt
Yes, you know.
your information seeking on Kunla, but we actually have places we need to be.
I'm sorry, you know how it is. It's been a while since I've had visitors, but yes, the heart of Dinesha, it lays right here. Alright, so Martin grabs at it. Okay. So, as you grab the heart of Dinesh, the spear,
He's got three.
was it already a +3 weapon?
No.
It is now. And
Hell.
can I see what the crown does, the particular abilities from it?
See? We've almost got Captain Planet.
There we go.
Let's see. +2 wisdom. So, the crown hums with new energy, and it grants +1 AC. And the heart of Dinesha is not a 10-point per day item, 12 points now. By virtue of having them together. 3 of them together.
Within a
Sorry,
proximity.
12 points what?
You'll see.
So here is the Heart of Dinesha. Are you going to want to keep it then?
See what it does. And see
Yeah, I want
who
to.
it fits
Well,
properly.
does she need to attune to it? Is it a tune item? Or
Yeah, you need to attune to it still, but you can feel that all these artifacts brought together,
You can tune to 3 things.
yeah, hum with new life, new power courses through them.
This is new.
Hold the
Yes,
spear,
um,
it's like vibrating.
I wasn't trying to like necessarily claim it for myself. I was just trying to get it for.
Somebody needs to grab it at some
course.
point, or else he's just sitting there holding a little
Yeah.
wooden box holding
It felt
a.
really weird to just kind of
Yeah.
have him.
So the Heart of Dinesha is as a heart-shaped, blood red ruby, banded in gold and silver.
It's a shield spell.
I look at not you.
The plus 5 AC is a shield spell, I guess, not permanent.
No, not permanent. It's
The
just
last-
like
It's a shield spell, your reaction to it.
it's a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
at will?
Yeah, shield
Yeah,
is.
shield spell. Basically gives you a
reaction.
shield spell.
At will?
If you,
Uh,
how
So
many
you have
points
to
is
use
it?
points from the
Yeah.
thing.
Oh.
And every day it has
Like
a certain
12
amount.
points.
So it's like spell slots.
Yes.
Kind of,
It
yeah.
has its own spell.
But it's got like a cumulative, like you could do this one so
Charges.
many more times.
Charges.
So.
Yeah, I guess it's a charged magic item, basically.
Which refills every day?
I
Yes.
honestly think that we can discuss this later. I think
Mhm.
we need to go and make a plan of action to go to the Balin thing and
You're going to Balin,
Yeah.
the giant guy. Well, I do have some pertinent information for you then. Along the way, you will come across a few things. There is a safe haven, though, where you can rest up without worries. It is a god that was once a man named Ivan of the Green Thumb.
Oh,
His gardens lay in the astral planes.
I've heard about his story. I was very interested to speak to him, actually.
Some of us old legends and stories from the previous cycle made their homes in the astral planes and around the world.
Yeah, because you don't age here.
No, I came here as an old man. I had the chance when I was younger, but I foolishly turned Grandfather Turtle away and paid the price for it, an eternity as an old man.
Hint, hint.
But yes, I waited around until the Saurians came to our shores and decimated my people before coming back here.
I don't know the story. What happened with your wife?
She wrote it down at one point, you can look through that, but
I can tell you
she
later
was
if you want.
she was captured by an evil god known as the Ripper of Flesh. He held her.
Difficult.
He was the god of murder and death, and he held her for nearly 6 moons, I believe. My people, the elves, tried over and over to assail his walls and rescue my bride, but all attempts failed. I sought my own death in failure, and instead found Grandfather Turtle. He could not defeat the god of murder, but he knew that Kun La had the power to kill other gods. And so he taught me the secret ways to release him.
Wait, Grandfather Turtle taught you how to release him on?
He did. He was part of the pact that chained him at the ocean bottom all those thousands of years ago.
Maybe he knows how to bind him.
But I released him in my haste to get my wife back. Kunla made good on his word, and he helped me slay the Ripper God. But he took the power for himself. And that power he clings to still. I don't know what his plans are now with the cycle crashing down upon us right now, but I know that it can't be good. But if he promises you something, he will do it, but the unexpected consequences are what bite you in the ass.
Thank you for your help, Samathon.
Thank you.
Learn from my mistakes, heroes. The cycle, I don't think it can be stopped. Hide away where you can.
Hint, hint.
That's my advice to you.
All we can do is try, right?
Well, actually, we have other options.
I don't know. Do what you must, I suppose, but the Void Naga and the Allfather, they're nigh unassailable. Horatius Rex tried and tried. He tried and he died. I don't know what remains of him. I suppose if you can gather all the artifacts, you can get to the bottom of that. But this cycle is going to start as soon as the Void Naga can reform itself. That's what his followers are trying to do right now. To create a new seventh head.
They failed Brandon, alright?
Well, has the universe been destroyed yet? If not, then I suppose they haven't succeeded yet.
Well, I mean, we are on the back of a flying turtle that's probably going to survive it, so maybe we wouldn't know.
I've seen Grandfather Turtle's private domain. It's a pleasant place. Idyllic, even.
Why does he ever leave?
Well, to protect. To try and protect others. Gather new followers. Maybe lend a helping hand to those that are downtrodden from time to time. And I think he just likes the flux of it all. Things in his realm are static. I don't think he has the imagination that the Allfather has.
Okay. Very interesting.
And I suppose with the heart of Dinesh, I shall leave you then.
Thank you, Samathon.
If you do decide to come back here before Grandfather Turtle leaves, then do come chat sometime. We'll have plenty of time for learning each other's trading stories and such. But if it is Balin, the brother, that you seek, then take a stop at Ivan's Gardens. It's a restful place, and he has a way with people, I think. He can teach you much about yourselves.
Nice.
And with that, we find ourselves actually overdue on time.
Yeah.
Some of our people need to get going right away, so thank you for watching. And we'll have a lot more stuff going on in the astral plane coming up next. We'll see Ivan the Green Thumb, Balin the Brother, and other such
Giant
interesting
monks.
things. Giant monks.
Interesting.
It's big.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, catch us next time on the next episode of Dice Nerds and Nagas.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.